You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, GH fans, it's time for our early weekly spoilers for the week of July 22nd through 26th. We're going to see Max Scorpio struggling and Willow Tait Corinthos keeping on with her inappropriate crush. As we always do on early weekly spoilers day, we're going to start by talking about what's coming the rest of this week on General Hospital with me, Belinda from Soap Dirt, and that starts with the action on Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. We are going to have Jason Morgan bickering with FBI agent John Cates. Kate seems to think he is working this great angle, talking to Ava about Sonny. But of course, Jason still is trying to protect Sonny, even though Sonny's being a jerk to him. And in that vein, he tells Jagger, do not believe anything that woman says, speaking about Ava. And he's not entirely wrong. Ava is definitely piling some BS onto John Cates every time they talk. Natalia shares her regrets with Sonny about what happened, and he offers to facilitate something. It sounds like maybe he's going to go and try and talk to Blaze on her behalf, something like that. And Nina opens up and shares some insights with Maxie Jones. Also, Nina tells somebody that she will testify against them. That's kind of convoluted. It sounds like she is telling Sonny that she's going to go to Ava to convince her she's going to testify against Sonny to get her to put her on the stand, something like that. It sounds like she's plotting with him. And Carly and Lois talk, and Carly wonders why Sonny never mentioned Geo to her. I am also wondering about that. Please, General Hospital, do not give Sonny one more kid. Like literally anybody could be Geo's dad at this point except for Sonny. Just please and thank you. Meanwhile, Geo tells Jocelyn he may have overstayed his welcome, with Lois trying to get him to go to New York to sign on for that symphony thing. Maybe he assumes that Lois and the rest of the family want him gone. So that's going to be a little stressful. That takes us to Thursday, July 18th, 2024. Nina apologizes to someone, and I wonder if it is to Ava to trick her so that she can get closer to her, find out about the custody case, really with the intent of helping Sonny get custody of Avery as revenge on Ava for plotting against her, turning Sonny further against her, setting her up, trying to take her man, all that good stuff. Nina definitely has a lot of reasons to dislike Ava, even going back to the point where they haven't gotten along in a long time. They have that complicated history. You remember Nina induced Ava's labor and then stole her baby. So it is very messy. And I feel like Nina actually does owe Ava an apology for that. It's all very weird, but I think she's going to turn on her. Carly and Jason head out to the little footbridge with some beers to talk about what's happening, what happened with Valentine, with Anna, with Kate's, with all that. And Natalia and Sonny have an idea to pitch to BLQ. I'm sure this is something with, Blaze and all that. I'm still wondering if we're going to get L&B music revived. Cody Bell talks to Tracy Quartermaine about his dilemma. He's already talked to her before, but now that the cat's out of the bag, he can tell her, look, my dad is Max Scorpio. I lied, yada, yada. Tracy's a good person to give him advice because she has lied and schemed and conned so much. She definitely knows a thing or two about smoothing the water and making amends when she's been caught in a lie or caught in a, some kind of plot. So I am really enjoying their scenes together and their friendship and the snark she lays on him. I think it's a lot of fun. Chase spends some time bonding with fellow police officer Dex Heller. Technically, Dex is still in the academy, but I'm sure in a couple of weeks he'll be out and be a full-fledged cop on the force running around with Chase and Dante. Friday, July 19th, 2024. Sasha is there to encourage Cody. And of course, it is going to be something in the vein of, don't give up on your family. You have a family right there waiting for you. I wish I had a family because I don't have a family. That's the kind of thing she's going to tell him and push his buttons. But Cody is feeling so much shame. But she has made it clear, and Maxie has made it clear, he's got to face this. He can't just run like he always does. Laura and Dante run into each other and have an emotional chat. I'm really hoping we get some Lulu Spencer name drop, maybe an update on her. She needs to come out of that coma. Am I right? Especially with Valentine in trouble and Charlotte maybe needing her mom, who's not a criminal, and all that. Carly and Jason enjoy their beer and try to figure out what is next for them. Tracy spends some time with Gio, and she is utterly charmed by the cute violinist. And Trina is really struggling with grief on Friday. That takes us to the action coming July 22nd through the 26th. Cody needs advice on how exactly to make amends with Mac. He can talk to Sasha. He can talk to Tracy. He can talk to Maxie. He can even talk to Felicia. Pretty much, I think he's willing to talk to anybody but Mac until he figures this out. Meanwhile, Mac's family is going to keep pressing him to forgive his son. You know, Max never had a biological child. He's been a great dad to Maxie. He was a dad to Maxie's sister, Georgie. He's been an excellent granddad. Of course, Frisco is off in the wind, you know. So I think they are going to keep pressuring him to open up his heart, open up his life, let Cody in. It should only be a matter of time. Trina's sympathy for Heather does not sit well with her mom, Portia Robinson. Sonny's new meds should be delivered to him soon. They are going to prove to be quite problematic, and Ava is poised to take advantage. Drew and Willow struggle to resist temptation. Drew got himself a good old slap across the face from Nina, which he deserved for smooching her daughter, and then smooching her right after it is just so gross. Anyway, and he promised it won't happen again. Willow has said it's not going to happen again, and on a soap, we know what that means. It's going to happen again. They are not going to be able to resist. And I wonder if, since sweeps ends on Thursday, I just wonder if that's when we're going to get a little more action with Willow and Drew. But I'll tell you one thing, Nina Reeves is going to be keeping a close eye on her boss. And I'm very interested if she's going to be willing to do the hanky-panky with him again after he put his lips on her daughter's face. Drew and Willow are just the least of the drama coming next week, but I am looking forward to them. John Cates may not be too happy with Anna running interference to try and save Valentine from the FBI for being the pikeman boss. And I'm also wondering if Jack Brennan is going to escape Pentonville as this pikeman plot explodes and wraps up very soon. Those are all of our early weekly spoilers. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.